Hello everyone and welcome back to the WCG for this third and deciding test match of the Harley Cranes Test Series between Brennan's 11 and Matt's 11. It's been a brilliant contest between bat and ball so far in this test match. Matt's 11, after winning the toss and sending Brennan's 11 into bat, were on top early with the ball. However, a few rear guard knocks towards the back end of the innings has propelled Brennan's 11 up to a decent first innings total. As you can see on your screen, Brennan's 11 bowled out for 90 in their first innings. Brendan Scott at the very top and Troy Hayden at the very bottom, both top scoring with 17 apiece, with Harry Dean, Jake Kasatia and Alex Stepien picking up 2 wickets apiece. So the men in blue have put 90 on the board in their first innings. Now time for the Green Machine reply. And it will be Daniel Arnold to open up once again here for the Green Machine. Scores of 1 and 0 for Arnold in the first test match, and he'll be hoping he can get the Green Machine off to the start they need in this one. So we're all ready to go for this match 11 first innings. 90 on the board for the Blues. It's going to be Brendan Scott to Arnold first up. Here he's in now and Arnold advances and he lets this one hit him on the body as it drops on the onside for no run. So positive intent of a kind there from Arnold. Here is Scott will continue again now to Arnold in the first over. And this one's a good delivery and it hits Arnold on the body again as Arnold is forward and defends. So a big innings this for Arnold, who was dismissed cheaply in both innings in the first test match. As Scott is in once again to him now. And this one's a back of a length delivery and it hits Arnold on the body once again and flies onto the fence. So it's a big frame of Arnold just covering up. And has been relatively solid in these opening exchanges. As Scott will continue to him now in the opening over. He's in now, this one's a full delivery and he gets a thick inside edge towards the fence. And I think this has hit the greatest fielder of the WCG, the upright of the fence, and prevented it from going to the boundary. Here, let's take a look at the replay. Yeah, it's a good bit of fielding potentially. Well, that's a touch and go call. It'll be Henry Perenara to bowl over the wicket here to Arnold. Here he's in now, and he begins with an absolute beauty. This is decked away off the pitch. It's a beautiful start here from Perenara. That's near unplayable. No wicket for one in the second over, as Perenara will continue to Arnold. This one's a full delivery and Arnold plays this down the ground for the first boundary of the innings. Arnold away here in this test match. It wasn't a bad delivery to be fair from Perenara, but it's well played down the ground from Arnold. 4 runs. Perenara to continue to Arnold in the second over. Here he's in now, this one's a back of a length delivery, and it's another good one here from Perenara. I think to be fair, Arnold might have pulled the bat inside the line there. Oh, no, I think he's had a little flutter at it. It'll be Josh Bolling to bowl around the wicket here to Arnold. Here he's in now and he begins with a good delivery, bang on the money, and Arnold is forward and defends well. So a good battle this to begin with between bat and ball. Matt's 11, no wicket for 5 in reply to Brennan's 11's first innings total of 90. As bowling is in once again to Arnold. Oh, it's a half tracker, and Arnold has mistimed this and chopped it onto the stumps. So he has to go for 5. That's the first wicket down for Matt's 11. It's not the best ball bowling will bowl in his career, but it's one of his most effective. 1 for 5. Well, that's the early breakthrough the Blues were looking for, and that wicket now brings Ryan Schaefer to the crease, promoted up the order to number 2. Scores of 0 and 14 in their opening test win. Will this experiment pay off for the Green Machine? So it'll be Josh Bolling who has his tail up to bowl around the wicket here to Schaefer, and he begins with a good delivery, and Schaefer is watchful as he plays to Brendan Scott there on the offside. So just to start the Blues were looking for with the ball, as Bolling will continue around the wicket here to Schaefer. He's in now, this one's another half tracker. Oh, and it's another one nearly chopped onto the stumps. Well, I think this is a cheeky little French cut here from Schaefer. Oh, that's another close call. So the Blues on top here early on, as Bolling is in once again to Schaefer. This one's a flighter delivery on. Schaefer hammers it down the ground to get off the mark in style. In typical Schaefer fashion, he has bludgeoned this down the ground. Schaefer off the mark in typical fashion. The Green Machine 1 for 11. It's going to be young Riley Cornforth to bowl around the wicket here to Schaefer. Here he's in now. This one's a good length delivery. Schaefer defends on the offside and he moves through for a single, as I think he catches the Blues skipper here napping. It's a good delivery. Yeah, he's just flat-footed there, Scott. He's been caught out. Cornforth to continue to Schaefer around the wicket. Here's in now. This one's a full delivery. Schaefer hammers this on the offside. And I think this has gone all the way. Yeah, it has. It's a maximum for Schaefer. So Schaefer is off to a flyer as he moves along to 13. The green machine 1 for 19 as Daniel Hancock will bowl around the wicket. And this one's a wide delivery. Yeah, and it has been called a wide. So it hasn't been a great start to his over here from the youngster. The green machine 1 for 20 in reply to Brennan's 11's 90. As Hancock will continue around the wicket here to Schaefer. And this time he puts it down the leg side, but it won't be called a wide. So he just hasn't found his radar in this over, has the youngster. And it's been a good start here from Schaefer, who's moved along to 13. As Hancock is in once again to him now. And this one's a thick inside edge on the fence. And he's going to take Merrifield on. And he wins the battle. 1 for 21 after 6. It'll be Joe Severi to bowl his first over in Test cricket. As he's in around the wicket here to Schaefer. And this one's a good delivery on a good length, which goes across Schaefer, and he's happy to let this one go. So Schaefer doing well to steady the ship after the early fall of Arnold. As Severi will continue to him now around the wicket. And this one's a good delivery, goes across Schaefer again, and this one catches the edge. So that's a big wicket here for Severi, who gets a wicket in his first over in Test cricket. Schaefer, who was beginning to look dangerous, goes for 14. That is an absolute peach there from Severi. It's 2 for 21. Well, this is a key period of the Test match now, as that wicket now brings Harry Dean to the crease at number 3. Scores of 10 and 34 in their opening Test victory. Can he get the green machine back on track here? So it's going to be Gavin Merrifield to bowl around the wicket to Dean for his first delivery. Here he's in now, and this one's a good length delivery, but it's pushed down the leg side as Harry Dean shoulders arms. So it's been a good contest between bat and ball so far in this Test match. Just when batsmen are beginning to look settled, they get a ball with their number on it. Here is Merrifield is in once again to Dean, and this one's a full delivery, and Dean plays defensively on the offside for no run. So the green machine 2 for 21 in the 8th over, as Merrifield will continue around the wicket here to Dean. Here's in now, this one's a good length delivery, and Dean just drops this on the offside onto the fence and will move through for a single to get off the mark. So good this from Dean so far. He's looked solid to begin with, and he's off the mark. It'll be Troy Hayden to bowl the 9th over of the innings. He's in now, and he begins with a full toss to Harry Dean. And Dean is happy to just defend this on the onside for no run. On another day, that could have gone the journey. As Hayden's in once again to him now. It's another full toss, and this time, this one does go the journey. It's a maximum for Harry Dean. You can't serve up this to Harry Dean. He will punish you all day. That's a beauty. It's Michael Mabry to bowl his first over in Test cricket. As he's in to Dean, and it's not the greatest of starts, as that one will be called a wide. Well, that's not a first delivery that he'll want to remember. Here the green machine have moved along to 2 for 29. Harry Dean unbeaten on 7. As Mabry's in once again to him now. This one's a short delivery. Oh, but he's hit this over the fence. So the second delivery yields positive results here for Mabry, who gives it to the crowd in the stands. That is a massive wicket for the men in blue. Mabry was just his second ball in Test cricket. Gets the big wicket of Harry Dean for 7. It's 3 for 29. Well, the green machine are in a spot of bother here in their first innings, as that wicket now brings the skipper Matt White to the crease at number 4. Scores of 4 and 0 in their opening Test victory, so he's a man under pressure here with the bat. Can he stand up for his side now? So it'll be Michael Mabry who has his tail up. Here to bowl over the wicket now, I think, to White. Here he's in now, and this one's a good length delivery, and it slides down the leg side. There is a slight appeal here for the men in blue, but the umpire has said not out. So this Test match is evenly poised. You'd probably say Brennan's 11 in front at the moment, as match 11 still trailed by 61 runs. But remember, no Wodgick in their middle order today, so they're a bit light on batting. Here is Mabry will continue to White in the 10th over. Here he's in now, and this one's a full delivery, and I think this glances the leg of Matt White, but it was clearly sliding down the leg side. So Mabry hasn't quite found his radar in this opening over of his in Test cricket, but he's picked up the big wicket of Harry Dean. As Mabry goes around the wicket this time to White, and this one's a good length delivery, bang on the money, and White is forward and defends for no run. So this is a big innings for the skipper as well, who hasn't made a score at the WCG in some time. As Mabry's in for the final ball of the over, and White is forward and defends to end the over. It'll be Henry Perinara into White over the wicket. Here he's in now, this one's a back of a length delivery, and this hits White on the body, and it drops on the onside for no run. So the Green Machine 3 for 29 in their first innings, still trailing the Blues by 61 runs. As Perinara's in once again to White. This one's a full delivery, and White hammers this down the ground to get off the mark in style. Slightly over pitched here from Perinara, and White pounces on it. 4 runs. It'll be Justin Brook to bowl the 13th over of the innings. As in now round the wicket to White, begins with a full toss, and it's driven down the ground, but it's brilliantly stopped there by a combination of Brook and Perinara, I think. He's unlucky White, he gets good contact, but it's well stopped. Brook to continue to White around the wicket. Here he's in now, this one's a full delivery, and White gets this away on the onside for his second boundary of the innings. Well, the skipper looks on here in this first innings. It might have been a thick inside edge, but it's 4 runs all the same as he moves to 8. The Green Machine 3 for 37 as Josh Bolling will bowl around the wicket now to White. He was in now, this one's a floater, full toss. Oh, it's a horror show for White, who's missed a full dolly. And Bolling has crashed into his stumps. So too is White's bat in disgust. He cannot believe what he's done here, the Green Machine skipper. He's tried to belt this to the boundary, got a bottom edge, and it's good night and thank you. 4 for 37. We'd have to say the Blues back on top here in this first innings, as that wicket now brings Pat McGregor to the crease at number 5. His first stick at the WCG for some 2 years. Can the big man stand up for the Green Machine here? So it'll be Bolling who has his tail up to bowl around the wicket here to McGregor. And this one sits up and McGregor slaps it to the boundary. First ball. Well, how about that for your return to the WCG? Stand and deliver, and he's hammered it. 4 for 41. Bolling to continue to McGregor in the 14th over. Here he's in now. This one's another one that sits up, and it's played away on the offside, but it's brilliantly stopped by the vice skipper Justin Brook, who dives away to his left. So he's come out with aggressive intent here, has McGregor. Here's Bolling, will continue to him now around the wicket. He's in now, this one's another short delivery, played away on the offside. Oh, and it's been brilliantly stopped there from Justin Brook, who has dived away to his left to save a boundary. It's a brilliant bit of fielding here from the vice skipper. Not once, but twice. Good stuff. It'll be Daniel Hancock to bowl the 15th over of the innings. As in now over the wicket here to McGregor, and he begins with a full toss, and McGregor hits this through mid-wicket for his second boundary. McGregor looking like he never left. It's not a great delivery there from young Hancock, and it's put away. McGregor moves along to 8. It'll be Joe Saveri to bowl around the wicket here to McGregor. Here he's in now, and this one's a full delivery, and it's clipped off his toes brilliantly from McGregor for his third boundary of the innings. He races to 12, and the 50 is up for the Green Machine. 4 for 50. So good this from McGregor, as Schaefer will continue to him now over the wicket, and this is a good delivery, bang on the money, and it's played down the ground and awkwardly fielded there by the Blues skipper, but he gets the job done in the end. So the Green Machine trailing by 40 runs with 6 first innings wickets in hand. So the match is pretty evenly poised with where things stand. As Schaefer is in once again to McGregor, it's a full delivery, oh, and this time he's gone! McGregor gets an edge through to the keeper, and Schaefer picks up his second wicket of the test match. It was quite a full delivery there from Schaefer, and he's just lost his shape there, McGregor, and he gets an edge through to the keeper. 5 for 50. So once again, just when a batsman looks to be settled, he finds a way to get out, as that wicket now brings Alex Stepien to the crease at number 6. Scores of 4-0 in the opening test match. Can he stand up with the blade here? He'll have to face a fired-up Joe Saveri first up. He's in now, round the wicket to him now, and this one's a good delivery, bang on the money, and Stepien is back and across and gets him behind it well. Well, this brilliant seesawing encounter continues to ebb and flow, as Schaefer is in for the final delivery of the 16th over. Here he's in now, this one's a good delivery outside the off stump, and once again Stepien is in behind it well to finish. The Green Machine 5 for 50. It'll be Gavin Merrifield to bowl around the wicket here to Stepien. Here he's in now, and this one's a full delivery, and it gets a thick inside at Stepien, and I think that's misfielded there by Michael Mabry at mid-wicket, and that's Stepien off the mark with a boundary. It's fortuitous, but it's 4 all the same. It'll be Troy Hayden to bowl around the wicket here to Stepien, As Stepien advances and drives down the ground, but it's fielded by Riley Cornforth there at mid-off for no run. So aggressive intent to begin his innings here from Stepien. The Green Machine 5 for 55, still trailing Brennan's 11 by 35 runs. As Hayden's in once again to Stepien, who's back and across, and this time Hayden beats his defences and knocks him over. Well, Stepien stay at the crease is a brief one. This is bad sportsmanship here from Brennan's 11, who has surrounded Stepien. He's been successful in this innings going back and across, but this time he gets his judgment wrong. 6 down. So the Green Machine 6 for 55, as that wicket now brings young Nathan Hancock to the crease at number 7. Has struggled with the bat in recent times at the WCG. He's in need of a score. So who have to face the blue skipper first up? Here is Scott is into him now. And this one's a full delivery. He's got an entry to the keeper. So Nathan Hancock's out first delivery. His miserable time with the bat continues. And the Blues are on a roll here. Hancock goes for a golden duck. It was a full delivery. Yeah, and it catches the edge through to the keeper. 7 for 55. So the Green Machine have lost 3 for 5 in the last few overs. And that wicket now brings the vice skipper Hamid al-Bashir to the crease. Made handy runs for the Green Machine in the second innings of their opening test win. Can he stand up with the blade once again? So it's Scott into al-Bashir now. He was in there and it's a full toss played away on the offside. And it's fielded by young Riley Hancock for no run. Here's Chef Hamza taunts the youngster. So a big period of the match this. If they can knock Hamid over cheaply, they'll be right in the box seat. Scott is in once again now. This one's a full delivery, bang on the money. But al-Bashir is good enough to keep this one out. So Scott honing in. He hands on heads from the blue skipper. He knows that nearly snuck through. But Hamid has stayed solid to this point. Here is Scott, will continue again now to al-Bashir. This one's a full delivery and this time he's knocked him over. This time he gets him, it's 8 down and it's 2 for the over for Scott. The Green Machine are crumbling at the back end of their innings. al-Bashir goes for a duck. It's 8 for 55. So the Green Machine in trouble now in their first innings, as that wicket now brings Jake Kasatia to the crease. Usually only knows how to play one way, so whatever happens here, it'll happen pretty quickly. So it's Scott looking for a third wicket in the over to bowl to Jake Kasatia for his first delivery. In now, it's a full delivery, bang on the money, and Kasatia's good enough to keep it out. So the Green Machine still trailing Brennan's 11 by 35 runs on first innings. And Scott is in for the final ball of the over. He's in now. Oh, and this must have missed the off stump by a whisker. But Kasatia survives. It'll be Henry Paranara to bowl over the wicket here to Kasatia. This one's a good length delivery. Kasatia drops this on the offside and goes through for a single. Oh, and I think a direct hit here, and he was toast. Kasatia gets off the mark in nervy fashion. It's a good bit of fielding there from the youngster, who turns and throws, and a direct hit, he was gone. Here Paranara will now go around the wicket here to Kasatia. Here's in now. This one's a full delivery. He's knocked Kasatia over. So that's the 9th wicket down. Kasatia's stay at the crease is also a brief one. Paranara picks up his first wicket of the innings, and it's 9 for 56. So the Green Machine down to their last hope, as that wicket now brings Mark Passerfield to the crease at number 10. Made handy runs in their first innings in their opening test win. Can he stand up once again for the men in green? So it's going to be Paranara to go around the wicket looking to finish this innings off. Into Passerfield. He's in now. It's a good delivery. And it beats him outside the off stump. The Blues well on top here in this third and deciding test match. The Green Machine 9 for 56. It'll be Riley Cornforth to bowl the 25th over of the innings. Here he's in now to Passerfield, who's back and hammers this on the onside, but it's well caught low down by Josh Bolling. And that's the innings over for the Green Machine. They've been bowled out for 56. The Green Machine have lost their last 6 wickets for just 6 runs, and they trail by 34. So a brilliant back end to the innings with the ball from the men in blue has seen them dismiss the Green Machine for 56 in their first innings, and they will take a healthy 34-run lead in with them into the second innings. Schaefer and Pat McGregor, the only 2 batsmen to get into double figures, with 14 and 12 respectively. Scott, Severi and Bolling picking up 2 wickets apiece, as the Blues will head into this second innings on top. So as we look ahead to the second innings of this test match, it is the men in blue who will take a healthy 34-run lead with them into this second innings. Early wickets will be the order of the day for the Green Machine. However, they know that this lead can be reversed after their defeat in last year's third test match, so that'll give them some confidence. The second innings coming up next.